Hello everyone, this is Joni. Welcome to Big Tiny Dreams. I'm going to be making Cajun chicken pasta today. I had signed up for some kind of email with Southern Living, and they sent me some recipes. I thought, oh, that looks good. My mom grew up in Louisiana, loved Cajun food. I grew up in South Mississippi. A lot of good Cajun food there too. Maybe not as much as Louisiana, but we had some good stuff. So I'm not really, that fantastic on coming up with ideas myself on that. So I saw this recipe and I thought I'll give it a shot and share it with you guys. We'll see how good I am at filming this. I'm going to cook my fettuccine noodles separately. So I'm going to do them across the other way of the kitchen, but I'll show you what I got going. I don't like to break my noodles in half, but when I cook in the Instapot, spaghetti noodles and fettuccine noodles, you can't just stand them upright. Not that I know of. So, because you got to fit the lid on. So I did break them in half. So I did break that rule as far as my rules go. But, I think I could deal with that, to not have to wait for water to boil and then wait another, amount of time for it to cook and then take it out. I do like my noodles al dente. Then you do add them in the end anyway. They will probably cook a little bit more. So there's nothing I hate more than soggy pasta. So here we go. Okay, I'm going to be cutting up my chicken, but first I just got the fire on the pan. Can you see that? And there's a little water droplets on it. I just washed the pan. Calls for a tablespoon of oil. I'm not going to measure. I'm just going to, that's probably more than a tablespoon. But there we go. While that's heating up, I'm going to go cut up my chicken. It wanted me to pound these into cutlets, but I don't have all the stuff for that. So I'm going to just try and cut them in smaller pieces. Let's see if I can do this. To like cutlets. Yeah, that's a little bit thinner. That's not... okay, I'm not the best at this, but I'm trying. Trying not to cut my fingers. Let me see. Because I forgot, I don't have a mallet for thinning these out. If y'all know what to do if you don't have a mallet, well, maybe we can figure that out. Okay, then I'm going to season these with some more Zatarain. So let me stop right there a second. Okay, I'm going to try and record this. I had the olive oil bottle, but it wasn't enough olive oil. Wait, I guess my stove's uneven because the oil went to the other side. Let me grab the chicken. Okay, here we go. Hopefully this works as good. I got a tablespoon of this. Supposed to sprinkle I got Zatarain's Creole seasoning. It's good and hot. Should be. I think I need a little more oil. But let's try this like that. And hold on. A little more seasoning on the other side of it. It says to cook 3 to 4 minutes per side, or was it 4 to 5 minutes? 4 to 5 minutes per side. So I'm going to pause it there. In the meantime, I need to cut the bell pepper and onion, which I forgot to do. Let's see if it sticks to the pan or not. Oh, it doesn't. Okay. Little piece there. Well, this one did a little bit. Let me move the oil over. And we'll do another, let me do the timer. We'll do another 4 minutes on that. I'm sure it'll cook some in the pasta sauce itself. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit more seasoning on this one because it doesn't look like it has much. That might be a bit much. Oop. Big old piece fell in there. Then we'll chop the veggies as this rest. Okay, I'm going to turn the heat off and take these up to rest. They look nice. That one looks like it could cook a little more. Maybe I should turn that heat back on. That one looks like it could cook a little more. I don't know. Everybody says gas stoves cook more evenly. I don't have one of those stoves that does that, I guess. I'm going to cook it just like a minute more. I realized the picture I took had butter in it and it doesn't call for butter, but I'm going to add some butter anyway because I like butter. I think these are done enough because, as I said, they will cook more in the sauce, and we don't want them overcooked. So I'm going to go ahead and take that out. This looks like the other side could brown just a little bit more. I'm going to turn the heat off there. There goes my timer. There we go. Okay. While that's resting, I'm going to take y'all over to chop the veggies. Okay, hopefully y'all have enough lighting to see that. I already minced my garlic. Calls for 3 cloves. I did a little bit more because they were tiny cloves. And thinly sliced bell pepper. Let me set that aside. I keep these and this. I'm going to be making homemade bone broth here soon, and all this will go in it, all these scraps. So hold on. Anyway, so let me rinse out the seeds out of this. So it wants thinly sliced bell pepper strips. I don't like mine too big, so I'm going to cut them in half and then thinly slice them. And we'll put that in there to add. And then it wants thinly sliced, vertical sliced onion. I'm guessing like this. There's my bell pepper. Here we go. All right, it wants petite diced tomatoes, but all I have is a big can. So I'm going to measure out 14.5 ounces. So hold on. I'm going to do 14.5 ounces. Oh, oh my goodness. Oh, that's a bit much. Oh boy. Okay, I got that measured out. So I'm going to grate the cheese real quick. It's once a half a cup. I imagine I might use more. I didn't find Pecorino Romano, but that's as good as it's going to get. Okay, now I'm going to grate the cheese. And y'all, it is stupid hot in my kitchen right now. Let me see if maybe I should do it this way. Okay, I got the heat back on the stove. It says to add more oil. I've got a little bit of oil in there. Maybe I'll add just a wee bit more and a little bit of butter. Oh, I've already dropped the cap. Okay, just drop a little butter in there. Okay, I'm going to stir this butter in. Scrape the brown parts a little bit, because they say that's where the flavor is, right? So then we're going to add peppers and onions. So I'm just going to cook the onions and peppers till they're slightly soft. Let me turn the heat up just a wee bit. I know it called for, I think, a whole onion, but I've done things like that before where it called for whole onion and then it overpowered everything else. So I just did a half onion. It was a decent size because it's not a huge amount of stuff anyway. Cook that for about 3 minutes. I'm going to set the timer for 3 minutes. While that's doing that, I'm going to be getting the half cup of grated cheese. The timer's almost up, you guys. This smells really good. Oh my goodness. I'll see the mess I got everywhere grating the cheese. I keep it real, y'all. I keep it real. Oh, there's my timer. So now let's add, this is supposed to be 3 cloves of minced garlic, but they were tiny, so I did a couple more. And do that for 2 minutes. I missed a couple of pieces. I want to get all the garlic. Oh my goodness, that smells good. Probably could use even more garlic than that, to be honest with you. This makes me think of a scampi. I've made a chicken scampi before. Of course, you have way more garlic, I believe. But it has peppers and onions like this with butter and garlic, and oh my gosh, it's delicious. I forgot I had this pan. I got this, I think around the pandemic start or whatever. I think I ordered it through Sam's Club. And I got this in a Dutch oven set. Okay, the timer's off. I'm going to add the tomatoes. It called for petite diced tomatoes. I almost said potatoes. So you add that. That cooled things off a bit. Okay, I'm going to add, it wants 1.5 teaspoons of remaining. So if I'm going to link the recipe in the description, but I don't know if it said how much she used before. I guess she used 1.5 to season the chicken and 1.5 in there, but I must not use enough because I have some left, but I don't want to over salt it. I'm not adding salt because there's plenty in the seasoning. I had to smell it, you guys. I have 1 cup of heavy cream. That's gonna be rich. I was thinking there might be chicken broth in this recipe, but there's not. So it's strictly whatever flavor you get from this chicken. I'm not going to waste any of that cream if I could help it. Okay. Then I'm going to add the cheese. Said 1/2 cup. But knowing me, I'll probably do just a little bit more because we like the cheese. And you can probably sprinkle cheese on top of it when you're done too. Oh, that smells good and looks good. Let me do a wee bit more cheese. It just didn't look cheesy enough to me for some reason. Let me get a little taste. Oh my goodness. Okay, I sampled that. That's delicious. Gonna let it come to a simmer. I'm just gonna use my hands, they're clean. Because I don't want to kill it with pasta. I hope I didn't overcook it in the Instapot because I forgot about it. I should have had a channel called it The Imperfect Cook because that's me. I forget and don't do things right. But you know, I'm going to do just a wee bit more. It only calls for 8 ounces, but hold on. So it says to slice the chicken, put it on top, and cover with more cheese, I believe. Oh my gosh, I'm making a mess. I didn't put a ton of pasta because I figure it's going to thicken up. And then there wouldn't be much sauce because, especially once you put the starchy pasta in. But it tastes like it could use a wee bit more seasoning, so I'm going to add a wee bit more since I didn't use it all anyway. I'm going to get maybe I could just hold it down with this. Cut pieces of chicken. Let's see. That might be a little small. As I said, I'm not the best, but you know, it may not look all fancy, but hey, it might actually taste good. I should do this on a cutting board. I just didn't feel like dirtying up another cutting board, so Here we are. I'm going to mix it in with the pasta. Well, it says to lay on top, but I like mine coated in the sauce, so I might just dump the whole thing in there. Okay, hold on. Here we go. It's not real pretty looking, but hey, it might do the trick, huh? And I'll fix a plate of it here in a minute and show y'all what it tastes like. Okay, I'm going to plate some up. Show y'all what it tastes like. As I said, I did cut my noodles in half to fit them in the Instapot. That's not exactly how I like my noodles, but we get a little chicken on here. I don't need that. There we go. All right, there we go. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of the cheese on there. Doesn't that look pretty? There we go. We'll try it. Okay, I got my pasta. I'm going to try it. I ain't going to lie, y'all. I'm sweating like crazy. It's close to fall, but it ain't fall yet. And boy, do I feel it. I'm going to try and grab, here, I'll show y'all. Okay, I'm going to try to talk with my mouth full. Okay, here we go. I twisted that all up and it still did this. Mmm. Mmm. I'm going to put my hand over my mouth so you don't see me talking with my mouth full, even though I'm kind of talking with my mouth full. That is so good. I'm glad I didn't kill it with the onion. Because you can taste the bright, fresh orange pepper in there. And the tomato does not overpower it at all like I would have thought. And I would have thought you would have needed like some chicken broth or something. It's perfect. The chicken's really tender. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to go, y'all, so I can go eat. This is delicious. Thank you guys for watching. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. I know I'm not a fancy cook. As I said, I should be called the imperfect cook. Maybe that's what I call myself. But like I said, I like to try recipes, and sometimes I botch them really bad. And I figure I'll show it. I mean, I'll show my mess and everything. I'll keep it real. But yeah, sometimes it comes out good. And it may not look the prettiest when I do it. Like it's not going to be like some gourmet magazine cover. But I'm going to tell you, you want a nice meal for your family. It is so good. Anyway, thanks again for watching. You guys be blessed. Please like, share, and subscribe, and comment. Let me know if you try it, what you think, what you might change about it if you do, because sometimes I change things about it. I added more cheese, so maybe that's why it was so good. Anyway, bye, guys.